Hi everybody, it's day 23 of the Art by Marlene colour challenge, and today's colour is, wow, it's this fluorescent yellow. A pretty close match on the swatch card. Again, there's that thing with the fluorescent paints that of course they are not as pigmented as, when I say not as pigmented, I don't mean that, I mean they're not as opaque as the other colours, but as I've showed you with the pink, you can layer it and create a bit more depth of colour. So I'm thinking let's just go for simple today. Keep it simple. And just going to layer up some colour. So I've found some little elements that, whilst they're not fluorescent yellow, they're going to work with this page. I might just pull some down here as well. I'm gonna have to clean that bit off the desk, but that's okay. Get that dry. Perhaps if I switch it on. Okay, so you can see that's quite a bold yellow. Just gonna move that out of the way a little bit. It's a beautiful candle from my lovely friend. Okay, and you can see just by adding another stripe of that on there, it's giving it a bit more colour, a bit more boldness. I might even go in again and give it another one. Why not? So I thought for this one that I'm going to use this little watering can and some of these little elements here, and I might not even do any stenciling on this page at all. I don't know. I'm going to see as it comes together, see what it's kind of saying to me as I get going. Okay, I seem to have picked up a bit of black somewhere in my brush. Don't know where that's from, but that's all right. Right, so let me give that another dry. And then I'm going to pop these elements on here and stick them in with some sticky glue, if I can find where I've put it. Okay, so I'm just going to pop these little bits out of here. I just want to show you, like, you don't have to make this super complex. You can keep it simple and still celebrate those colours. Oop. Yeah, again, apologies if you can hear noise in the garden. I'm having a little bit of work done. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to grab I was wondering what I might use the hearts. Let me grab an ink pad, and what I plan to do is just pop some hearts on here like they're raining out of the watering can, and then I'm going to stick these little elements on like they're also coming out of there. What did I do with the glue? There it is. So I found these little stars in one of the books, and the hearts and the flowers. There are so many little elements in those books that are just perfect if you're working on a colour theme. really, really easy to find things to use. So just to vary it up a little bit. I'm just going to stick that down here. Okay, you're going to see how this is going to come together in a minute. I think I'll use a Stabilo oil pencil. And just do these lines as if these things are kind of falling out of the watering can. Okay, and then let's use, I'm going to try this. So I've got a Art by Marlene marker. I'm just going to wonder what will happen if I add some water to it. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just makes it behave slightly differently. But I'm not going to take them right through this bit here because I don't want to detract from the other bit that I've done. That's a nice way to use the markers actually. And then I think I'm going to just come in with another yellow. So the marker pens don't directly relate to the colours of the paints, but some of them are fairly similar. So you can kind of mix and match. Yeah, I like that. Now I think I probably need to come back in with the black and just make these a bit more obvious. Gosh, the pigeons are so loud. Right, there we have it. Of course, I'm going to bring my favourite little stamp in as well. I kind of like the simplicity of this actually, and I think I might just pop a little bit of this colour, wow, onto the watering can and just paint around those little elements too. You can give it to dry and then I'll come in with maybe one of the paint pens just to add a bit of depth to that. I love how that's gone like a really fresh green. It's kind of quite cool, that. Gone green, but I don't mind, that's quite nice, I like it. Okay, and I just want a quote, sorry about the banging. there we go. I'm going to call that done for today. It's one little watering can, watering down lots of joyful things. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.